Hello and welcome to the Football Philosophy channel, and this is the Player in Focus programme after the United victory. It's the 3-2 victory at Southampton at the weekend. I did the ratings where I rated the players compared to the ratings in one of the major outlets. In fact, it was the 90minutes.com that I compared it to, and then 4 of my ratings I put up on Twitter for a poll. And people voted. There was over 2,600 votes to see who was going to be the player in focus. And of those 2,600 votes, 6% voted for Marcus Rashford, 24% voted for Bruno, 27% voted for Fred, and 38% voted for Donny Van de Beak. So Donny Van de Beak today is the player in focus. I've watched the game twice now since the day it was played. He's such a bright. He got 7 out of 10, by the way, on the day, and obviously the idea of this is for me to go through it and tell you why he got 7 out of 10. Should he have got more? Should he have got less? Having watched it again, I do believe he's at least worth his 7 out of 10. I don't think I've overmarked him. He's so bright, he's so aware, he shows great determination to look after the ball. The way he plays the game, I think he's absolutely superb, and he was good against Besiktas here. He played against at Old Trafford, and then he played again at Southampton, and I really do believe that he's a top class player. And well pleased with him. I've chosen 11 clips from the game that'll be going up on Twitter. Mainly his game is a simple game. He gets hold of the ball, he's aware of players' positions around him, and he plays simple passes. Sometimes the simple passes, people overlook them and don't realise how important they are. It's not just how important the simple passes are, but sometimes there's a touch of genius about seeing the simplicity of the pass. And 2 or 3 of the clips that I show, he does it so well, and he's so cool and so calm that people might not realise that it's actually top class football the way he does it, and it's vital that we need more players playing the game the way Van de Beek plays. As I say, a couple of them are absolutely brilliant. He's so cool, so calm, and he just makes it look so easy that if just watching the game once, a lot of people won't realise how good some of the touches and the passes were that he played. So I'll start with the clips. The clips are going to be on Twitter, on Rick the Red UK. They'll be up this afternoon, and each clip will be numbered. There's 11 clips. Clip number 1, you'll just see a nice. He gets a pass from Telles. He's got a couple of men on his back. He just takes a touch and turns and rolls it back into Telles' path, and Telles releases Greenwood. It's the moment where Greenwood perhaps should score, and he hits the side netting. It's very simple. It looks very simple, but Van de Beek takes his touch, and he knows that he's going to take a couple of. He actually takes 3 men out of the game. There's 3 players converging on him, and his little turn and roll into Telles' path is lovely. And as I say, it takes 3 Southampton men out of the game. Clip number 2, you'll just see a little bit of his defensive play where he chases a Southampton midfield player back and stretches to poke the ball back to Harry Maguire. I just thought I'd put that one in. There's only a couple to show because obviously people think about his attacking attributes, but he didn't let us down defensively either. Clip number 3, a brilliant piece of play between both Matic and Van de Beek. They both get hold of the ball twice. Both of them have got numerous players around them, and they show great determination and great skill. Even Matic, by the way, a lot of people, the work that Matic does in this move, people wouldn't have thought it was Matic if you watch it closely. Beats a man, gives it to Van de Beek, gets it back, gives it him again, and Van de Beek equally determined to keep the ball with the United shirts after, as I say, with lots of opponents around him, and it's really good play. And he gets clattered on the ankle as well at the end of it, Van de Beek. But it's a great piece of play by both Van de Beek and Matic. That's clip number 3. Clip number 4, you'll see a nice interception in his own box, and he's aware of who he's got available. So despite being in his own box, he plays a lovely weighted pass to into Greenwood's feet. Greenwood's out on the wing and probably, I don't know, 20 odd yards outside the box, but he takes one touch in the box and fires it into Greenwood's feet. It's lovely play. Clip number 5 is where Matic blocks an opponent and the ball bounces to Van de Beek, and Van de Beek takes a touch, and he's aware of where Fred is. He has to do a complete circle to roll it to Fred. It looks so easy, but so many players would not have done that turn, would have been looking to play it out to the wing. But as he gives it to Fred, you'll see that it releases Fred in the middle of the field into quite a bit of space, and it's a lovely bit of play by Van de Beek. It's one of the ones that he makes look so easy that I don't think many people will realise that it's actually a quality piece of play that, you know, many other midfield players might not have been able to do. Clip number 6 is an absolutely beautiful pass to Telles. He's actually blocked in on the touchline, right on the touchline, with 3 players around him, really close in on him. And the only way he can get it to Telles is to loft a little pass. It's only a short pass, 5 or 8 yard pass, but he has to just loft it a little bit to get it out of the crowd of players that are around him. Again, it's one of those things that I'm not sure a lot of players would have achieved or would have even attempted, but Van de Beek makes it look so easy that it'll just bypass most people's vision, if you like. A lot of people won't go, wow, what a pass. If you watch that clip a couple of times, I think you'll realise it's an absolute quality piece of play, and I think it's lovely to watch. That was clip number 6, a short lofted pass backwards to Tell, as it was when he had a crowd round him. Clip number 7, it's just a quick move between Matic, Fred, and Van de Beek. Van de Beek takes one touch, and he knows where he wants to go. Rashford's free on the left, and it's just a quick one to show that he's got a picture in his mind. You can see that he's watching the ball, but he knows where Rashford is. It's very simple, this one. It's another one. I'm not saying it's brilliant, this one, but it just shows awareness. He knows where Rashford is. He knows he wants to give it him before the ball comes to him, and it's a nice move by United generally, really. Clip number 8, he shows a lovely first touch with his back to goal. We've got plenty of players who are not so comfortable with the backs of the defenders, and he takes one touch, lays it off to Matic, and Matic sprays a good ball out to the right, I think to Wan-Bissaka. But we've got plenty of players who maybe wouldn't have took such a good first touch. When you have got your back to a defender and you're tightly marked, we've got some players who maybe won't even take a first touch, but a first touch is vitally important. It's not often that the first time ball back to the midfield player is the best thing to do. If you take a touch, you could get clattered from behind, you could get a free kick. Obviously, if a defender's more careful, then you've taken a touch and you've got more chance of getting your pass correct to the player that you're giving it to, and that's what Van de Beek does. It's very, very simple, but we have got players who would get it wrong. It's a nice piece of play. Clip number 9, he gives the ball to Fred, makes himself available. He's got his head up. He knows Bruno is available in field. He gets it back. A slightly longer pass into Bruno's feet, probably a 20-yard pass from Van de Beek's on the right. But it's just a nice piece of play. Short passes to start with. As I say, he sees Bruno slightly further afield and finds Bruno in the middle of the field. Clip number 10. I'm not particularly a fan of the long ball. But there's a right time for everything. This is injury time. We're a goal up, and we've got the ball in our own half, and there is space for Rashford to run onto the ball. So he knocks a long ball. It's a diagonal ball. It gets United up the field, and Rashford is in space. As I say, there is a right time for everything. It's just his pass selection is correct, even though he generally keeps it short. On this occasion, the pass selection is correct. And then one more, it's another long ball. He actually wins the ball back, the ball goes to Matic and then to Cavani, and he gets a lovely ball off Cavani just inside a player. He's aware. Van de Beek is aware again. It's Rashford who's free wide on the left, and Cavani gives it him, and he's only just in from the right hand touchline. And Van de Beek knocks it first time right across the field to Rashford, and again relieves any pressure, kills a bit of time. Rashford's in space, and it's eating up the clock and giving us time on the ball. Again, there was only a minute or so left, and the long ball on this occasion was the correct decision, and he got it perfectly right. Obviously, nobody gets it right every time. He did lose the ball 2 or 3 times. No midfield player can. It happens very, very occasionally with defenders. Defenders have more time on the ball than midfield players or forwards. I don't think you'll ever see a midfield player go through a game without losing the ball 2 or 3 times, or misplacing a pass 2 or 3 times. So there's no real point. He did misplace it 2, maybe 3 times. There's no point putting those up. I've just put up the decent bits and the good bits. There's plenty of other good simple bits. It'd take too long to put them all up. But having watched it again, definitely worth his 7 out of 10. He had a really good game. He'd be closer to an 8 than he would be to a 6, but I'll stick with the 7. So that's that. I hope you've enjoyed that. It's PSG tonight. I hope Van de Beek keeps his place. I think he deserves to keep his place. I will still say that I think his best position is number 10. He really would open up defences playing as a number 10, and I think he'd get the wingers in better, and he'd get full-backs in behind. I think United could play some great football with him playing as a number 10. Obviously, Bruno's banging the goals in. It's difficult for Ollie to give him a game at number 10, but certainly he's not letting us down at the minute, playing as a proper midfield player. So quite happy for him to play in midfield. I hope he starts tonight. I hope United get the point they need tonight, and if they get that point tonight, PSG can't catch us, and we would be qualified for the knockout stages. I hope you've enjoyed that little show. If you have, please subscribe. Tell all your friends. If you didn't enjoy it, don't tell anyone. Keep stum.